Did it. Well done, everybody. Thank you for joining. This is our 6 o'clock performance seminar for Monday, the 7th of April. We have two pianists here with us, but I would like to invite Miss Isabel to start us off. So, Isabel, when you're ready, go ahead and introduce yourself, the piece you're playing, and the composer.
I'm Isabel, and I'm playing Enchanted Moments by Dennis Alexander.
Beautiful, Isabel. How's that performance for you?
I think it was good.
Yeah, I like it. I can see the smile on your face, so that must mean it was good. Well done. What about your performance was good? What makes you smile about how you played?
I like the dynamics and like the rubato.
Yeah, I thought they were just the right amount. It allowed the piece to shine in different areas. So it wasn't just, it wasn't just sunshine the whole time. Sometimes there was shade. Then there was sunshine. There was a bit of wind there, right? And so it gave the piece more variation, which is really good. Anya, what are your thoughts on Isabel's performance?
I really like the dynamics, and it sounded really flowing and no stops, so it sounded really good.
Right, right. Yeah, I think so too. I think clearly you've thought this one out, Isabel, and there are certain sections in here which you really want to highlight, and so you push the tempo a little bit, and others that you pull back. I also really enjoyed how you notice when there are new modulations or the keys change, right? You pull back in these little sections here. You allow time for these to grow. You don't just plow through it. It's really important that when we play these kind of scale sections, that we have a look at how the notes are built and we shape them. Right? You don't want to play them all the same, and I thought you did that rather well. These ones over here as well, you had a lot of weight into the keys when it changes to E major. That was great. I think if anything now, the only thing is you can continue playing around with seeing if you can pull back not the tempo, sorry, but the dynamic a wee bit more when it returns to the mezzo piano, yeah? And perhaps voice the top line even more. With the top notes, right? So have a little think about balance there a wee bit more. And then when you have the forte, really go to town. This could almost be the climax, yeah? And then bring it right down. I thought you did really well. All of this was in place, so good. So just small things to think about, yeah? About bringing the dynamic down just a wee bit more, excuse me. And always listening to how you shape these lines here. When you get to a level that you're really happy with how you shape the phrases, start thinking about why you shaped them that way. That's the next level. So that if someone asks you, hey, I noticed that you sped up through here, then slow down. Why did you do that? You want to be able to give an answer. This is important because it makes your playing much stronger because you believe in it. And also, you can teach it to someone. Yeah? So you can say to them, hey, I want to build here. We're going to make this forte because we're arriving once again in G major. This is a low G, and the line is ascending. Right? And also, the notes are so far apart. If you look on the keyboard, the hands are really far apart. So this is a sign that we really need to give a forte. And then that gives very clear reason to a student that you're working with. Oh, okay, I get it. That's why I have to play big there. And this is in here, and where does it get quiet? And we're going to get a little bit quieter here because the theme has returned. And we're coming toward the end of the piece. So just keep that in mind, Isabel, as you're learning it, all right? And polishing. Cool, we continue. Hey, Mr. Ethan, welcome to our class. Nice to see you.
Sorry I'm late.
No, not at all. It's nice that you made it. Cool. Okay, so Ethan, we're going to have you play last. We're going to have Anya now, and then you can finish off the performance, okay?
Oh, is it okay if I play like right now? Cause I have.
Oh, can you stay for the whole class so that you can hear everybody, or do you have to leave early?
It's actually okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Fine.
Excellent. All right, Miss Anya,
Okay,
let's go ahead and have you perform. And what are you going to play for us?
I'm playing Ballad.
Okay, so go ahead and introduce yourself. The piece
My
you're playing.
name is Anya, and playing Ballad by I think it's Bergmuller.
Yeah, Bergmuller. Well done. Well done, Miss Anya. How was that performance for you?
Good. I forgot to do the repeats. I wasn't gonna do it anyway.
That's okay. You don't need to do the repeats in this one here. It's just a performance seminar, so at least we get the chance to hear it once. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, why don't you run us through the things in that performance that you were happy with that worked for you?
Well, I think like it was I think the dynamics were like okay. I don't
Hmm.
know. And I think there was mostly a steady beat.
Yep. Cool. We'll come around again. Ethan, what are your thoughts on Anya's performance? What are some things you feel she does well, and maybe some areas she can improve for next time?
It was very clean and um the dynamics were okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think she can do to improve the dynamics?
Um, practice. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. This is good. This is good. Let's continue. Isabel, what can she do to improve dynamics? What would you do? What do you do when you're trying to improve your dynamics?
Um, like backwards or like hand separate with the dynamics.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Those are all good things. Practice, uh, hands back, go backwards practice. Listening is actually what we're looking for. Listening. Really listen. You guys have to gauge yourself. Like, is this as soft as I can play? Is this as quiet as I can play? Is this as loud as I can play? And then you get an idea of the different levels, right? That's what we need to do. And so when you're practicing Anya, if you feel that you can do a bit more of the dynamics, really challenge yourself. How quiet can I play this here? That it's still audible, right?
Yeah.
Just bear that in mind. Yeah, I thought in general the playing, and I also agree with Ethan, it was a clean performance. The articulation was really clean. You pick the tempo that you can handle all the way through. That's very important because you don't want to play it too fast, especially when you get to these 16th notes. When you get to the end, I personally reckon you can play these 16th notes at speed. Da 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 da.
Yeah, I think I just played them slower by accident.
Yeah. No, don't second guess yourself. Just play it at the speed. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then really lay into the piano. You know, more forte here.
Hmm.
You can have a lot more fun with this piece, right? With the dynamics, but also as you get more confident with the tempo. Yeah.
Yeah, if you make it go really fast, it'll be fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if it's slower speed, it can still be quite exciting to listen to. And it all comes down to being very clean and clear with your articulation, and also very, very clear with your dynamics as well. Yeah. Once you get to the second section, if you have a pedal on your piano, you could experiment adding a bit of pedal to make it sound even more melodic and connected. Yeah. Other than that, I think this is a really great start. This is cool. All right, Anya, thank you for performing. And now we have Mr. Ethan. Ethan, go ahead and introduce yourself and what you're going to play.
My name is Ethan, and I'll be playing Snowflake Rag.
Oh, Ethan, can you turn on original sound?
Oh, yeah.
Great work, Ethan. You really started to get that swing in toward the end, right? Da da
Yeah.
da 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 da. Nice. Yeah. Do you reckon that you could do more of that swing in the opening?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Did you realize though? Did you realize that your swing in the opening there wasn't much of it, but then about halfway through you
Yeah.
really started to pick up?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So when you practice,
Yeah.
do you practice with a feeling of swing from the opening? How do you do it? Do you think about the swing? Yeah, da 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 dun, da 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 dun. Or yeah, what's your plan of attack?
Just hold the first note longer and then play the rest. That's how kind of I think about it.
Okay. So what I would suggest is see if you can get that feeling, that swing feeling, right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Or are you intending to play it straight? Da 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 da.
No, I kind of want like the swinging rhythm.
Nice.
Something
Okay,
like
cool.
that.
Cool. So something to bear in mind then, because you're pretty good at it, but we just want to hear it for the whole thing. Just make sure
Yes.
that you don't rush through it, because when we swing, it can be quite easy to speed up, right?
Yeah.
I think you stabilized about halfway through, but that was fine. But in the opening, like all this stuff here, da 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 da, ba, this part can't be rushed. So make sure that when you have the quarter notes or even the half notes, hold them down for their full value.
Yeah.
Da, 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 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it, right? Otherwise, let's go around the room. Anya, some thoughts for Mr. Ethan?
So I think it was there was like a steady beat and it was like continuing like with no gaps or something. But maybe you should add like a little more dynamics in some places.
Cool. Yeah, sure thing. And what about you, Isabel?
I think it was really smooth, and when it was like the forte section, he really brought that out.
Yeah, I think so. This part here. Da, dun, da, dun, dun, da, dun, da, dun. Nice. Thank you for the comments. Ethan, what are your thoughts now that you played it through? Can you talk us through some things that you are happy with and some things you want to work on for next time?
Me?
Yes.
I made a few mistakes, like during the transitions,
Mm-hmm.
like remembering the piece, because I was playing by memory the whole
Oh,
time.
you're playing this off book. Nice. All right.
Yeah.
So what do you think you'll need to do for next time then? To improve?
Work on those gaps.
Yeah. Just take time before, let's say that it's leading into this here. Make sure that you know exactly what's coming next, all right?
Yeah.
Prepare the hand for it. The mind and the hand need to prepare for what's coming next. Otherwise, you'll get to it, and if you're not thinking about it beforehand, that's when the memory lapse
Yeah.
happens, right? Yeah. So just be ahead of the game. Yeah. Another thing that
Yeah.
you can do as well is you could practice at random. You could say, okay, I'm going to play this line by memory. Look at it for 2 seconds, then shut the book, and then play it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time when we memorize from the beginning to the end, right? We don't often memorize in the middle or 3/4 way down or a quarter way down. So just take one page at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then pick a number between 1 and 5, and just pick that number, find that line that it correlates with, and then play it. See if
Yeah.
you can, right? That's another way of really making sure that you know what you're doing, rather than from beginning through to the end. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a great start, though. This is cool.
Thank you.
Excellent. Are you playing this in a concert coming up?
No.
No? All right. Well, definitely play some more ragtime stuff. It suits you. Really well done. All right, everybody, that is our class. Do watch this video back so you can check out how you performed. Figure out ways that you can improve for next time, because when we play, we're not always listening. But actually having a video there, you can judge for yourself and figure out how to improve. That is the end of our session. You guys have a great afternoon, and we'll see you again in Kaizen sometime. Thanks, Ethan. Thanks, Anya. Thanks, Isabel.